Good evening. Our nation wants to know. I'm Madhavdas G. There's a massive rumble in Telangana after 6 MPs and MLAs. Now 6 BRS MLCs have deflected across to the Congress in a midnight coup. These MLCs were formally inducted into the Congress by Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy at his Jubilee Hills residence. Now this takes the total number of BRS defections to the Congress in recent times to 13, shoring out the numbers for Revanth Reddy. The BRS and BJP, however, have lashed out at the Congress for its hypocrisy, where it accuses the BJP of Operation Lotus in other states and instead resorts to poaching in Telangana. But it's not just defections. Congress is now also hinting at a bigger insult of snatching away the leader of opposition post from the BRS. Remember, in June 2019, Congress's Bhatti Vikramarka was stripped of the LOP status in Telangana after the CLP's merger into the BRS. Today, when Bhatti Vikramarka is the Deputy Chief Minister, listen in to his threat.
I really feel very bad and pity for the TRS and the BJP also, because they are the parties which have started this. In the previous 1 decade, the TRS government has done that only. It is so unfortunate, even they have gone to the extent of taking other party MLA and made him to take these, even included them in the cabinet also. And I have been repeatedly mentioned this in the House, saying that you don't do this, you are unnecessarily spoiling the democratic values. And they have done that. And today they are speaking about it. What ethics that they have, either BJP or the TRS.
Whatever the allegations are being made by either BRS or BJP against Congress, they have got no moral right to point out a finger against. They were the instigators. They are the culprits. It is the same BRS also claimed this government is going to fall down.
In 6 months.
The question of 6 months.
चैलेंज उधर से हुआ, उन्होंने कहा कि हम 6 महीने में सरकार गिरा देंगे तुम्हारी। तो हम बोले भाई सरकार तुम
ले लिया चैलेंज।
तो अब सीरियस है तो फिर हम अपनी हुकूमत को बचाने के लिए जब कोई आदमी चैलेंज कर रहा है तो कबड्डी कबड्डी बोल के वो हमारे पास आ रहा, तो हम भी कबड्डी कबड्डी उसका ग्राउंड खाली कर देते।
तो कितने लोग आ रहे हैं सर? बहुत जल्दी कितने लोग आएंगे?
कबड्डी कबड्डी में एक मार में 7-7 खिलाड़ी रहते हैं, तो ऐसे ही आएंगे 7-7 जब तक के 2/3 मेजॉरिटी हो जाएगी, करेंगे।
Congress is not using ED and CBI, is not building pressure on them, one. And second, is not passing the money. Voluntarily they are coming. We are not opposed that if anybody join BJP, but not under the duress, not that they are bribed, not that they are posed.
Times Now spoke to one of the defected leaders, Kishore Rao, who's now an ex-BRS MP leading the defections. He says Congress isn't a party but a way of life, and the ideology and the leadership is behind the decision.
Firstly, do tell us what was the reason from leaving BRS and joining Congress?
As far as joining Congress is concerned, I have been in politics for more than 60 years. In Congress for more than 50 years. I have started my life in Congress. I took the golden path of socialist pattern of society. I'm a Nehruite. We believe in those things. So for me, Congress party is not a party, it's a way of life. Okay. Inclusiveness is not ideology. It is way of life. So I had gone to other party, the BRS, for Telangana agitation, because I am for Telangana. So to fight Telangana, I had to go. I joined the BRS struggle, and we got Telangana. Thanks to Congress again, Sonia Ji particularly, she was firm, and we get. That's one part. So going back to my own house, Garwapsi or whatever word you use, good. I need to go. After having bought there, I think I have to die there also. So I am going back only for that, both for its ideology, both for its programs, both for its leadership, both for its cadre, and both for the party. As I said, by way of life. So I am going there. Now, but consequent upon my rejoining the Congress recently, 4-5 back, then having been elected on BRS symbol last time to the Lok Sabha, I thought legally right. Morally also, the minimum thing, something that pricks me, is the moral conscience, which tells me that having got elected on BRS ticket, I have to vacate the BRS ticket, sit back and join the Congress mainstream.
Meanwhile, BRS's KT Ramarao has posted a picture of Congress's Nyay Patra, where they promise that if Congress comes to power, they will amend the constitution so that any defection leads to automatic disqualification. The BJP and the BRS today remind the Congress of their promise and call it their hypocrisy. Listen in.
Sad state of affairs in Telangana state now. Now Rahul Gandhi ji was holding a book of the constitution while taking his oath in the parliament. Sad part is, even in their manifesto, they've been repeatedly saying that any defection, we will see to that these concerned MLAs are suspended from the concerned parties. And in fact, the 10th schedule or the amendment was in fact passed by the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Rajiv Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi ji's father. So you hold the book of constitution in your hand and then you support defections. So this shows Congress's double standards both in state and in the center.
हाथी के दांत कांग्रेस के सिद्धांत खाने के अलग दिखाने के अलग। राहुल गांधी कांग्रेस पार्टी उनका इकोसिस्टम दिन रात चिल्लाता है ऑपरेशन लोटस अगर कोई बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर ले, और जब कांग्रेस पार्टी स्वयं रात के अंधेरे में मिडनाइट में 6-6, 7-7 बीआरएस के नेताओं को, एमएलसीज, राज्यसभा एमपी सबको अपने साथ ले ले, तब वो ऑपरेशन पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस बन जाता है। कोई बोलेगा नहीं कि ये जोड़ तोड़ की राजनीति है। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी प्रीच करने वाले राहुल गांधी जी, इनसे रेजिग्नेशन लीजिए ना पहले, और आप करे तो चमत्कार, अगर कोई और करे तो वो गुनेगार। अब बताइए कि ये जोड़ तोड़ की राजनीति है या नहीं है? बीआरएस जब सत्ता में थी तब उसने भी ऐसा किया, कांग्रेस आई तो वो भी ऐसा कर रही है। तेलंगाना की कोई चिंता नहीं।
All right, let's take this across, in fact, to our guest. Joining us with us is Kishore Poreddy, who is the spokesperson of the BJP in Telangana. With us also is Suresh Kochatal, senior journalist. We are also joined by Syam Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress party. Mahesh Bigala, leader of the BRS, is with us. And we also have Dr. Lagini Srinivas, a political analyst, joining us at the moment. Let me start with you, first and the foremost, Syam Prasad Meka. The BJP and the BRS say that it's all very well for the Congress to preach Save Samvidhan in Delhi, but when it comes to practicing, either the LOP's post, the threats that are coming in from Mr. Bhatti Vikramarka, or even calling it Operation Lotus in nearby Karnataka, the Congress seems to be doing whatever the BJP has done. So what really is the moral high ground that the Congress has been taking for these past several years?
Madhav, people changing parties, not under threat or fear or lured by the other parties, that's not what we agree. If people want to change their parties, we are okay with it. So there are so many people who went from our party, who came back to our party. Similar thing happens to every party. As long as there is no external pressure on the people, and if they come or go out of their free will, that's okay.
How do we know it's the free will, sir? Have you checked with each of them that it's of their free will?
Of course, as far as we are concerned, they came to us out of their free will.
Mr. Kishore Poreddy, would you like to respond to that? It's of their free will, so there shouldn't be any problem. Why do you have a problem?
If that's the case, then why did we even bring the anti-defection law that was brought by Rahul Gandhi, the IRM, GAIRAM, entire this thing? To curb that, Rajiv Gandhi had brought in the anti-defection law. And even if it is free will, one cannot change parties because you won on the symbol of a party and then you're moving to a different party. It's betrayal of the electorate. Unless, the only provision is unless 2/3 of you think that we are the actual party, and as a party we decide and go and join the other party, which would be a merger basically of the legislature party. Except in that case, which would be voluntary. In that case, it would be voluntary because the party itself, the legislature party itself has decided to go and merge with some other party. As long as that is not the case, if it is individuals, like today 6 MLCs have joined the Congress. That's not a majority. I think the BRS had around 29, of which 2 of them left earlier to Congress, And today another 6 had gone. None of them makes
So that's the whole idea. To skip anti-defection law, 2/3 need to go. That's the law of the land. And we'd like to respond to that. At the end of the day, when we're talking about the anti-defection law, Syam Prasad Meka, that's what Rajiv Gandhi has brought in, your own party's leader. So it's not like, people can just hop, skip and jump whenever they feel like.
No. Personally also, I think this entry of the Rajya Sabha member, I think as a congressman, I think that's ridiculous. What does he come and tell us about Congress? So Mr. Kishore Rao dumped Congress in an opportune time. And I think as a congressman, individually, I don't agree having such people back in.
So will you take it up with your leaders, sir? Will you take it up with your party's leaders?
Yeah, we will definitely. That's what we are in Congress. So Congress has that freedom. I'm telling you, on a national television.
No, but he's saying I was born in Congress and I will die in Congress again.
What is Congress party going to gain with Kishore Rao today? What does he have
Well, ask your party's leaders. Why are you asking? Why are you asking other parties?
I'm sticking my neck out and speaking publicly.
Well, I'm very glad you are. I'm very glad you are. Mahesh Bigala, how do you respond to this? Because we had first, of course, him saying that, this is not correct. Certain leaders, how does a party benefit? But also saying that if it's of their own free will, what's the problem?
Okay, it is Rahul Gandhi needs to answer this question. The reason being, is he supporting the anti-defection law or is he against the anti-defection law? See, it's his father own Rajiv Gandhi brought this anti-defection law, and it is Rahul Gandhi always being saying that we are against the anti-defection. And when he's against the defections, now he can't have the double standards depending on each state. So where is the BJP ruling? He says Operation Lotus, and when it comes to the Telangana and the Karnataka or any other states where the Congress is ruling, he says it's okay, and Mr. Syam Prasad Reddy is saying it's a free will. But if you are elected on another party symbol, it is a free will, but you have to resign first. But they're really you're criticizing the leader Kishore Rao. But as a TRS, I am appreciating the Kishore Rao's decision to resign and join the other party, not others. So you're going other way around actually. See, others have not resigned and joined the Congress party. But whereas the Mr. Kishore Rao, he said, okay, I'm resigning because I got this MP position through the BRS and I want to resign in Congress. That's what everybody should follow the footsteps if they really want to go to the public, because public recently they elected about 8 or 9 months back and on the TRS symbol, and they can go back. They might question saying that, that's what the TRS
but
did.
Mahesh Bigala, the Congress is saying we are only doing what BRS did when it was in power. You act in a manner of vendetta. So it's just desserts for you, perhaps.
I'm coming back to that actually. See, that's what they're saying. It's when that it started, actually, Mr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy's government, who was the first Congress government who started this anti-defection. He took several BRS MLAs, and that's how he started the anti-defection. See, they don't have the rules, they don't have the ethics, but when they start questioning, and even they don't have the confidence on these 6 MLCs, whether they will join back if it is sunrises. That's how Mr. Revanth Reddy wanted them to join the BRS party in the middle of the night, because they might change their mind. So as of now, they have the enough majority, but they don't have the confidence that, their own leaders, because there are about 6 or 7 CM candidates, they might defect within the party. So that's how he's trying to pull the numbers from other parties. Even when it comes to because there are checks and balances. If you have the legislative assembly and the council, in the council, they don't have the majority. To get to the majority, they started pulling the council members. But it doesn't matter, people are watching. It is not too far, because let them pull how many other MLCs they can win, whatever they can offer, or whatever it can be. Definitely this Congress government within, it's going to be overloaded, and it won't stand for the next
Let me begin Suresh Kochatil also on that note. Suresh Kochatil, this is exactly what the BJP has done in Karnataka. This is what the BJP has done in Maharashtra, and this is what they've done in other states as well. So can the BJP claim a higher moral ground if the Congress is doing it today?
Well, hawam mein sab nange hai, as they say. We have the BJP doing it. We have the BRS doing it. Congress doing it. You can go to other states, something similar happen. The question here is the bigger picture. Look at Pocharan Srinivas. He was a former speaker. he was the one who refused to take a decision on the MLAs who defected from the Congress to the BRS. He sat on it. Interestingly, the Supreme Court never told him to take a decision. In case of Maharashtra, the Supreme Court said that. Anyway, long story short, Pocharam Srinivas Reddy is now in the Congress. So imagine the state of affairs. You are getting MLCs who were actually Congress guys. So I thought, the Congress representative would argue that, we did nothing wrong. This is all a ghar wapsi. They'll just come back. It beats reason when he says that he will speak to party leaders and ask Keshav Rao not to take him back. In the Congress scheme of things, only one family decides such a thing. Nothing, no others don't have any voice. Imagine Revanth Reddy cannot expand his cabinet or appoint a PCC president. That is the state of affairs he is in.
Interesting contrast there. He can't expand his cabinet, but he can expand his MLAs or this base of MLAs.
Oh, he can do that. Because end of the day, he wants some bills to be passed. He needs majority there.
But he already has majority, but he perhaps wants a super majority. Perhaps that's what he's looking at.
Still BRS has a majority there. Still there. In the council.
In the council.
No,
all
it's
right.
20.
Yeah.
It's BRS has 20 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lagani, you want to come in on that?
Yeah. See, what is happening in Telangana is a mere opportunity politics. See, MLC, Member of Legislative Council, is actually for the intellectuals of the society, not for the political people. So what BRS has done is actually they have taken the Congress ex-leaders and now Congress is doing the same thing. So the core objective of Member of Legislative Council, MLC, is completely diluted. In this whole process, political parties are forgetting what is public perception. See, public perception is very important in the politics, but today's scenario, nobody is care. They don't care about what public is thinking. See, if you look at BRS party did the same mistake by taking the old Congress party people and then giving them the tickets, and then they encourage the rollovers. And then, it's like a scientific, you hit the ball with how much speed, they come back to you with the same speed. So the MLCs are also going the same speed.
Okay.
So there is nothing, phenomenal in this process. But one thing is very clear here. Public perception, no party is taking care, and these two parties continue with the same scenario, same style. The other political party which is emerging here, if they follow a different approach and then they encourage the new political...
Stay with us, Lagani Srinivas. Perhaps no party can claim the higher moral ground, but there's lots more to discuss on this. I'm going to request all of you to stay on with us. We're slipping into a quick break. We'll get in a version from Syam Prasad Meka to all the criticism that his party has been facing the last few minutes on the other side. Right, Syam Prasad Meka, would you like to respond to the criticism before we went into the break coming in from all the political parties saying that, there's perhaps no difference. And, the larger question, the national question is this, that your party has repeatedly, both inside parliament and outside, said that democratic norms, constitutional norms are being diluted. How is this upholding the constitutional norms?
True. There are 2 points. First point is, BRS and Mr. KTR has no moral authority to do this, because everybody knows what they have done while they are ruling. And also, they threatened our party that this government is going to go. Second point, about the national scenario per se. I agree. Every party is indulging in this. But the irony is, when Congress party does it, the media comes and asks about the morals of politics. When the BJP does it, people jump, not you, Madhav, or a specific channel, right? So there are news anchors who jump up and down. Hey, come on, Amit Shah showed fire in the belly. They are quick to take action. They moved in swiftly. They make it as if it is a cricket commentary. Then they glamorize this. When Congress does it, or any other party does it, people speak with all.
I'm going to put that question to the BJP. Kishore Poreddy, when you do it, then it is a great masterstroke, a Chanakya-like move. When the Congress does it, then we are criticized and moral questions are then raised. That's the statement of Syam Prasad Meka. Please respond to it.
Actually, I wanted to respond to this even earlier when Suresh Ji had mentioned this. See, I mean, there were two defections within Telangana itself, one from BRS and the other from Congress in the last term of the assembly. Both of them, no MLA joined the BJP. Both of them resigned to their MLA-ship, to their legislature membership, and then came as individuals, as individual voters or leaders, but never as MLAs into the BJP. One from BRS was Itala Rajender, ex-minister, and the other one from Congress was Rajgopal Reddy, Komatreddy Rajgopal Reddy, who was an MLA. He resigned. He contested on the BJP ticket and got defeated as well. So that's the same thing that happened in Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh as well. So even in Karnataka, people had to resign. No MLA came in and joined the BJP, except when 2/3 of a party decides that we are the actual party and the party has decided to go and join either in alliance or to merge with the BJP. Nowhere had the institution of speaker come under so much stress and defaming like it happened in Telangana, because the earlier speaker had pending applications for disqualification for more than 4.5 years. And today in the MLCs, 6 of the MLCs that have shifted to the Congress, a few weeks back, the Legislative Council chairman's son had already joined. The chairman is from the BRS. He has already joined. His son has already joined the Congress. So think about it. I mean, there is no hope that the law will take its own due course and there will be a conclusion in terms of disqualification or qualification.
So let me put that question to Mahesh Begala. Mahesh Begala, in other words, when your party was in power, you have also subverted the due process because, 4.5 years, if you keep suspension, matters pending, then obviously your party hasn't covered itself in glory either.
See, I don't want to go back and the same thing that, the reputation that, it's who started. It's like Congress initiated when the YS Rajshekar Reddy was there. It's when we had TRS MLAs. That's when they, started working on this defection. Who encouraged? It's a Congress party. They don't have the moral right to even question about, questioning the TRS party. Mr. Syam Prasad Reddy was saying about KTR. But, before that, you need to question your own Revanth Reddy. Before that, you need to question your YS Rajshekar Reddy, and before that you need to question Rahul Gandhi, who has the double standards. So you don't have the moral right to talk about Mr. KTR. So that's one thing. And second thing is now the Supreme Court is listening to the anti-defections, and we have already filed the cases in the Supreme Courts. And now, whichever the speaker it is, they need to take the decision in the next 3 months, in the 3 months' time. I'm sure that, definitely they are going to...
You will take 4.5 years in speaker now and has to do it in 3 months. How is that fair, Mahesh Begala?
No, that's what I said. Now the Supreme Court has given the guidelines. The Speaker has to take the decision in 3 months.
Because of absence of guidelines, the Speaker didn't take the decision. I see.
So that's
the reason.
In 2014, it is a Congress Speaker who has not taken the decision. Our Speaker followed the same precedent. But now to obstruct all these issues, that the Supreme Court has given the guidelines, they have to take the decision.
Suresh Kochatil, 2 wrongs don't make a right is one adage. In this state, I don't know how many wrongs don't make a right.
Well, you need to ask, first of all, where did Revanth Reddy come from? 2017, he was the PDP. And 2024, the Chief Minister of Telangana in the Congress. So, this is the Minister himself came from Smart Party. In the initial days, before the formation of the Telugu Party, they would know the party in Telangana. It is Congress. But what happened to Congress after the insult to Anjaya at the Begumpet airport by Rajiv Gandhi, the Telugu Desam party was formed. We know what happened within the Telugu Desam party. There was a palace coup. But coming to this particular defection, one fails to understand why these MLCs did not resign. 2 of them, or maybe one of them, came for the governor's quota. Imagine. I want the governor to ask whether they should ask this person to resign, because he was nominated from the governor's quota. So the question of anti-defection was a joke. Ayaram, Gairam, you know all that, where it started. Okay, BJP did in Goa, but I would blame Chidambaram for that because he went and slept in the hotel where BJP formed the government. Shinde.
I think it was Digvijay Singh who was in fact in charge of affairs in Goa.
Digvijay Singh, but Chidambaram also landed up there on same day. So I'm saying nobody's kind of right extremely that I am kind of doodh mein dhula hua hai.
Okay.
Everybody in the game, but
well, nobody's covered themselves in glory. I think that at the end of the day, that's the question. But the question is also this, that when you are raising questions of constitutional propriety at the level of the center, at the level of the nation, if you're doing exactly the opposite in one particular state, then it's bound to raise questions. And that's exactly what we're seeing at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Kishore Poreddy, Suresh Kochatal, Syam Prasad Meka, Mahesh Bigala, and Dr. Lagani Srinivas for joining us this evening.